TGIF. This is D with Divine Needle. Yeah, it's Friday. Oh, yeah. Gonna do the weekend reading and get some guidance for all those twin flames and others on missions. And have a little fun this morning. It is the weekend. It is Friday. Yeehaw! Made it through another week, right? So, yeah. Anyway, just a quick reminder, we are 100% viewer supported. So anything you can do to help the channel out would be fantastic. Anyway, let's get into the reading. Okie dokie. Hey, grand morning to you. How's it going? All right. So, we're going to get an affirmation. That's the first thing. First thing on the agenda, an affirmation. And then we're going to go into the Sabian Mysteries. Okay, for the collective, some sort of affirmation to get them through their weekend. All right. They got one out. Let's see what it says. I see clearly. Nice. I will. Oh, excuse me. Allergy. It's that time of the year where they're really amping up. Are we going to focus? There we go. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision. I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. Wow. A really good affirmation. Say that one 3 times to get your weekend going. Let's do it together. Oh. I got stuff falling off the desk. I see clearly. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision, and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. One more time. I see clearly. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision, and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. Yep, seeing through the illusion, realizing we're all connected. It makes it a lot easier to forgive, for sure. Forgive and release. Anyway, Sabian Symbols. Sabian Mysteries. Today is a great stone face. Now, the picture from the day before, you'll remember, was a harvest. And this time, there's someone looking over the harvest. And then, since this is the weekend reading, we'll look at 3 Sabian symbols. The following day, a woman rises out of the water. A seal rises and embraces her. Remember, words can have 2 meanings. Seal. The animal, which is in the picture, or a seal, as in a wax seal that breaks when you open the letter. It doesn't want to focus on the picture. No, it doesn't. There you go. All right. And then for the 21st, Sunday, is a comedian entertains a group. So entertaining the collective. I have a feeling that's what that's about. Okay, let's look at those before we get started on the full-on reading. I'll put that off to the side. Hold on a second. Do, 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 do. All right. Got that. Did I get that turned off? Yeah. Okay. Good deal. All right. The Sabian Mysteries. They really seem to go with the reading, which I love. And this is the one on the Great Stone Face. There is no right answer to or best version of anything. We make it all up according to how we feel or think we should. Instead of ending our journey, we find that we have become the seed of yet another cycle of experimentation. We idealize many things, love, truth, and God itself, for example. And this is how we become aware of our relationship with archetypes. The essential conundrum with which Plato and Aristotle wrestle with without resolution is whether we create the archetypes or the archetypes create us. That's a conundrum, all right. The exact same puzzle is posed in the Hindu scripture, the Mahabharata. Do we create God or does God create us? Yeah, considering we are manifestors, that's a good question, right? This is the mystery of life. And simply put, it is the life that life is a mystery, a paradox, and not within our grasp to understand. Life, God, oneself are all beyond our comprehension, and yet divine courtesy to know more of the eternal paradox is the very motivation that began it all, and keeps it all going. What we see when we look is nothing more and nothing less than our expectation. First imagine, then expect. In a story by American author Hawthorne, there is a rock formation imagined to resemble the shape of the features of a human face. Folklore suggests that would be born whose features would resemble the Great Stone Face and be recognized as the greatest and noblest personage of his time. The twist in the story is that the humble young man who sets out on a quest to find the hero ends up much later recognized as the hero himself. Yet he walks away still hoping that there would one day appear some wiser and better man than he. Each of us selects an image within to which we shape ourselves outwardly. And this is what we come to resemble. The Great Stone Face represents the externalism of inner aspiration, which sub here we go with being tongue-tied again, subsequently becomes our life goal. More than anything we desire to realize in actuality, the vision we create of the ideal person, who we would at all costs become. And in the normal terms, we find someone to admire whom we wish to copy and eventually equal. This means constantly expressing the manifestation of our ideal as a normal way of life. Such unwavering integrity of just being authentic has an irresistible influence on the course of events. Our own self-idealization encourages others in their own alignment to eternal reality. This is impactful. Destiny is then seen as nothing more than character as it most persistently constitutes itself. If we are confused or self-denying, then our creation can be no more than a wholly inarticulate, ineffectual self-denigration. Otherwise, it can be unsurpassed perfection of human potential. All depends upon our self-created self-image and our consistent expression of that image into actuality. It is the essence of human responsibility to act out our personal destiny, and this is an aspect of the immortality of the soul. Whenever the soul's destiny aligns with our personal destiny, whether we can reach our optimal degree of self-expression depends upon the discernment of two things: envisioning and realizing. First, we must imagine, then we must expect, and stay true to that expectation. Very profound. Very, very much so. All right. That was the Great Stone Face. And that takes us out of Pisces and back up into Aries. A woman, the first Sabian mystery of Aries. A woman rises out of the water. A seal rises to embrace her. Everything that ever comes, let me back up. Emergence out of the realm of potentiality into the realm of reality. So this is us anchoring it into the holodeck. What we perceive ourselves to be, and then anchoring it and becoming that. Everything that ever comes to pass has had its first beginnings in the realm of potentiality, the ghost of an idea not formed, neither expressed nor explicit yet, in seed form, containing the unconscious potential for mature realization. The vast majority of seeds are not germinated and so fail to realize their potential. In the beginning, to become an individual, we need to emerge from the sea of the collective unconscious, to leave the womb. First, the desire is simply to be, because it is still far from certain whether survival itself can be attained. And I won't read the full one on those next two, but the first beginning caption. And then a comedian entertaining a group. Becoming able to see ourselves objectively from another's viewpoint. Objectivity arises when we come to see that we exist within an extended sphere of reality, and when we can laugh at how insignificant we actually are within the inestimable cosmic world. We see how silly is our prideful self-love, and within the context of the greater picture, how irrelevant are our personal thoughts and feelings. It is a great leap forward on the path to realization when we realize, or when we release, self-importance. Okay. Hey, hey. Grand rising to you all. It's good to see you. Okay, so we have our affirmation. We did that 3 times. I see clearly. If you didn't get a chance, go back and say that one 3 times, okay? After we get the reading done, that would be fantastic. Anyway, they actually called me to pull one of these, so we will. All right, for the collective, what do we got going on? Inquiring minds want to know. You know, I did, by the way, I'm dedicating this stream to my older sister. We are almost twins because we are the same age for 2 months of the year. That's how closely we were spaced. And it is her birthday. So I dedicate this stream completely to her. And she is a Pisces and obviously on the Aries cusp. All right. And I did a reading for her yesterday. Wow, what a reading. She has really great things to look forward to, both in work and love. All right. That reading was phenomenal. I mean, it blew my socks off. I was not expecting that good of a reading. Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. All right, let's see what the collective has in store this weekend. What can we anything you want to tell us at all for the weekend? All right. I knew they wanted one. All right. Lay that to the side. Oh, they gave us 3. Nice. 40 breaks down to a 4. The land between. This is the bridge. Making the bridge between 2 sides. So whenever you think of the bridge, it's really weird because when I see that, it reminds me of the garden where I come from, where home is to me. There's a garden, and it has it is way up on a cliffside, and it's absolutely stunning. And this type of a building is in the center of it. So that really, wow. Anyway, being a bridge, the land between, and this could also indicate the land between is everybody's going through, or a lot of people are going through heavy transitional phases. And there's kind of a weird point where you go into the land between, basically, uh, where you're making that crossing of the bridge. The storyteller, 17, breaks down to an 8. The infinity symbol. The storyteller, I think for many of us, this is going into documenting experiences and then sharing them with others. And awakening genius. 29, that's an 11. Don't fear the 11s. Love that number. Awakening genius. It's interesting that that's a Native American face because the Hopi prophecy talks about the genius. The great genius returns, right? So bridging the gap. I'm walking across that bridge to become the storyteller, the awakening genius. Wow. It's interesting because this feels very prophetic, like documenting a new Bible or a new history, one that's not tampered with. You notice there's a key on that, and a feather, plume, pen, and an inkwell. The wisdom is in the well, in an inkwell, right? That's where the wisdom comes from. And the pen merely puts it to paper or documenting in some way or fashion. Okay? All right, let's look at Osho Zen. Oh, wow. All right, beyond illusion. Beyond illusion. That's, I see clearly. Look at it. I just kind of put it up there and yeah. Beyond the illusion. You can see clearly, right? That couldn't have been more perfect. Can't even make that up. Okay. You should have seen her reading. You couldn't make it up. It was so freaky. She got 3 twos in the end of the reading. I'd never seen that. Never, never. It was really freaky. All right. So for the collective this weekend, what do they need to be? What's the overall energy for the weekend for the collective? The captor came out immediately. The captor. Okay. What is our highest priority? What is our highest priority? This, I think, is going to be paying attention to our dreams this weekend. A lot of you might be getting some downloads over the weekend, because that's the general. What's our highest priority for the collective this weekend, please? What's the highest priority for the collective this weekend? We got 2. Oh, nice. The Politic and Sacred Cinnabar, one of my absolute favorite cards. Truth and Clarity and the Crown. Can't make that one up. Nice. Okay. And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for? The collective, please. Mindful of and or prepare for the collective. Okay. Oh, the demon. That one's showing up a lot. Underlying the bread of life. All right. New beginnings. Spiritual material. And the Hector. The take no prisoners card. And the Fool. And strength right under that. Very nice. Seeker in search of science. The facts, Jack. That's what I just heard. Nothing but the facts, Jack. Thanks, Gabriel. All right. He definitely has a sense of humor. The bread of life. Ace of Orbs, the darkening. Phew. Yep. That's the underlying energy. Plenitude of resources. Earth is alchemizing in your world, materializing as an investment that yields fruition, or a new undertaking in matters relating to personal economics and commerce. When this card appears to you, you are about to receive that which shall nourish you spiritually and also bring you a sense of worldly prosperity. What is to come will feed the many. The Ace of Orbs endows you with beginning access to the sacred mysteries and the beginning stage of acquiring the gift of prophecy. The gift of prophecy. Can't make that up. Can't make that up. You will achieve the capability to do what it is you seek to do. Looks like a good weekend. Hey, everyone. Hope you're having a really good day. TGIF. It's the weekend. The overall energy over the weekend for everybody is the Captor, 8 of Swords. Okay, here we go. You are feeling bound by the threads of fate. You're being pulled in so many oppositional directions that now you cannot move in any direction at all. When the capture appears to you, it is a message from beyond warning you that there has been undue interference in your path. The themes here are having to confront the evils of oppression, aggressions of those, in a superior position to hurt those who are helpless and meek. Feelings of isolation, but also that prophecies will be delivered to you through your dreams. Prophecies delivered, and you need to make sure you get them down, get them documented. When the captor appears to you, begin paying closer attention to your dreams. This is a spirit of shortened force or obstruction. When the Eight of Swords appears to you, take immediate action toward unbinding yourself and cutting loose from all that is trying to hold you down. The way out is not to exert your own force against the oppression, but to use the oppression against itself. Instead of struggling with your own strength to escape the bindings, use the blades of the swords blocking your path to cut yourself free. But I believe the reason they're spitting this card out is you all need to pay attention to your dreams this weekend. I would highly recommend on your cell phones or any apparatus you might have that you would rather use for those that don't use the cell phones, because there's many that still don't. There's usually a voice recorder on there. Put your phone in airplane mode at night, because I don't recommend sleeping with them on. But put it in airplane mode and make sure your Wi-Fi's off before you go to sleep. But turn on the app for recording your voice, because I have a feeling you're going to need it. And record yourself, just before you go to bed, mentally think about it. Okay, the phone's on, got the recorder pulled up. All I have to do is open it up. And if I get anything, I'm going to pick up that phone and record what they showed me. Okay? I've used it before. I haven't done it in a while. I gave that tip to another reader just this week, actually. And Oracle of the Crows, actually. A shout out to her. But I quit doing it. Just like many things, we start out good and then we forget to do it, right? But keep that phone by your bedside and record your dreams, or a piece of paper and a pencil. A lot of times the piece of paper and the pencil are helpful, but some of us, especially those of you that wear glasses or anything like that, that is problematic. So just keep the recorder there by your bedside. Okay? Anyway, our highest priority this weekend, the politic and sacred cinnabar. 3 of Scepters, our druid friends, our Sumerian friends, are on that card. 3 of Scepters. The politic is an omen, validating glory achieved through diplomacy, tact, pragmaticism, and prudence. The 3 of Scepters portends expedient success. This is a spirit of ingenuity in wielding your personal brilliance, social intelligence, and psychic dexterity to successfully navigate complicated social or political situations. This is a spirit of established strength by your side. Here we also see powerful allies supporting you in your endeavor. Powerful allies in the truth. Sword of Destiny, Ace of Swords, consummating one of my absolute favorite cards, period, in any deck. Because that's what I'm all about. 100. Ace of Swords, heck yeah. Loving this reading. Realization comes to you in an instant. It's an aha moment. And your knowledge will deepen. Air is alchemizing in your world, materializing as intellectual property, achievement of glory, or social advancement. If you take up the sword to fight, to work, to invest the effort and toil, then victory will be yours. You conquer others when you conquer yourself. High achievement. Birds of a feather, I just heard. On the politic card. The aha moment. Very nice. That's your highest priority over the weekend. And then the shining winds. What to be mindful of, prepare for. The shining winds and the demon. The demon has been floating around in the readings for a while now. Starting to get really comfortable with that Capricorn. But yeah. And if you knew what that card really represented, it's not nearly, yeah, it's not a scary thing. That's actually a very beneficent spiritual being. Anyway, the shining winds, swirling gale. That is the Knight of Swords. Fast, very fast, forward, moving energy with that sword, with truth. Don't leave the truth lying there. It needs to be out. Everybody needs to know the truth, right? Absolutely needs to know. The shining winds. You are now being given divine instruction to alchemize the elemental nature of air to win a battle. The alchemical instructions the Spirit brings to you now is this: conform to a shape of reference that is around you and be a flowing form of energy. While yielding yourself to the established forms and framework around you, accelerate your activities because the conditions are right for your advancement and you will make great progress soon. This spirit is the active key of illuminated consciousness, the confirmation of a fully formed idea, this one, bound for manifestation so long as you take progressive action. When the Knight of Swords appears in a reading, mind and body are acting in collaboration toward achieving your goal. This is the card that prophesies imminent victory, so long as you continue your proactive progress along the path you have chosen. The Shining Winds is the card that confirms full realization and understanding of a dilemma and figuring out how to troubleshoot and solve that dilemma. Now, what is left to do is act upon the solution. This card also marks the need to change your perspective so you can advance further on your path, so that mind and body can be aligned. Shift your mindset and you will accomplish more. Okay, going into battle with the demon, with the Typhon, battling the Typhon. Okay? Because the truth sets everybody free. It breaks those chains of bondage with the demon. Key 15, Major Arcana. Oh, heck yeah, the demon. You know you've begun the final prong of your spiritual journey when you're thrust into a battle with the Typhon. This is the mental and emotional chains of bondage you must break. And to break those chains, you must see clearly that those chains have always been an illusion. The demon is the primordial spirit of harm, and most often than not, self-harm. This is self-sabotage. The demon is the personification of interferences that undermine our pursuit of our aspirations or the advancement of our knowledge and wisdom. The demon is that which holds us back. When the demon appears, you are letting forces of harm inhibit your progress. You have been surrendering your self-control. The demon is thus trying to alert you to manipulation, abuse, deception, and undue influences that are causing you sabotage in the long run. When the demon appears, an usurper lurks nearby. Now, since the politic is here, it could actually quite literally be something to do with politics itself, something that you see, an aha moment, and you're going to go forward very quickly and put a X-nay on that BS, and you have nothing to fear, because here's the thing, you are given dominion over this little holodeck we got going on here, and so many people aren't aware of that. You have zero to fear. You actually hold dominion here. So anything that comes up against you, yeah, it's toast. Let's just say that. Hope this helps you guys. All right. A little Osho Zen to take us out. Remember, document your dreams. It's really important. The Hopi prophecy is coming out here, and see that key? Pay attention to your dreams and get them noted. That's a heads up for all of you, because prophecy's incoming. We're making prophecy right now, in case you guys weren't aware of it. The age of Aquarius has begun, and it's a brand new beginning. Nice. All right. Got 3. Ooh, and the Creator came out. Oh, heck yeah. First one, rebirth. Second one, completion. You've figured out the puzzle. You found the big piece. All the pieces are fitting in, and you know what's going on. And what was upside down? Flowering, blossoming, a rebirth, completion, and creator energy. Don't forget, you see clearly now, because all these puzzle pieces, you see beyond the illusion. Yep. Pay attention to your dreams. Get them down. You'll be amazed when you go back, because you won't remember all of it when you get up. Sometimes when you first wake up in the morning, if you set your intent, you'll remember your dreams. But other times, the moment your feet hit the floor, they're gone. And so recording them immediately, don't even get out of bed. Just lay there and mumble grumble into the microphone. Whatever it takes, right? Oh, hi everyone. It's good to see all of you. You guys are amazing. I love it when you guys come in and watch the readings, the energy. I can feel it coming up, 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 up with everybody that enters the room. So, yeah, that's fantastic. Super fantastic. It's a very exciting time. New prophecies coming in. And yeah, a lot of you have the puzzle pieces in place. You know exactly what's going on down here. And going into a battle with the demon yet again. Fun times. Hey, it's our job, right? It is our job, because we are ushering in a new age, and battling the demon is part of getting rid of the old age, right? Anyway, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic weekend. I'm doing the air and earth signs today, so look forward to that a little later today. And yeah, I hope you all have a really super good day. I hope this gets you off to a good start. And don't forget about the affirmation: I see clearly, I see through the illusion. Anyway, take care, and we'll see you a little later for those readings.